Let's take a look at a United States $1 bill. What is it that gives this thing value? You can give it to people and get back, food that you can eat or things that you can use and things of hard value. But what is it about this little piece of paper that makes it valuable? Or I guess it's not paper, is it? It's cotton, something like that, right? But the question stands, right? Like, what makes this flimsy little thing that doesn't seem to have any use in its own right valuable? Well, one kind of interesting exercise is to step back in time a little bit and take a look at what the very, very first United States dollars looked like. So I have here one of the very first that was printed, and let's zoom in on it and kind of read some of the words associated with it. So if we zoom in, let's just say towards the very top here, notice that it says silver certificate up here at the top. So what does that mean? Well, if we zoom out a little bit, it says that this certifies that there has been deposited in the Treasury of the United States of America, and then the sentence kind of continues in an awkward way below, $1 silver payable to the bearer on demand. So what that means, what this dollar originally represented, was the fact that you were going to be able to turn in this bill for a silver dollar. This piece of paper, in theory, could be turned in to the United States Treasury, which guaranteed that it had in its deposits a silver dollar, an actual piece of silver, and I'll show what one of those looked like in just a moment, that it would return to you for this bill. So in a sense, what gave it value was this guarantee that you could turn it into silver if you wanted. So this way you could trade this with other people as if it was a piece of silver, because if you gave it to someone, that person, now being the bearer on demand, could then, in theory, turn this in and get a silver dollar as a result. And the reason for even having this paper money and printing these bills is that it was pretty inconvenient to always lug around actual pieces of silver and actual pieces of metal. And this would be especially true in the case of even higher amounts. So for example, here we have a $10,000 bill, something you don't really see too often. And if we zoom in and kind of see the guarantees that are written on this guy, it's actually very similar, but this is instead in gold instead of silver. It says that $10,000 in gold are payable to the bearer on demand as authorized by law. So kind of legally backing up the idea that this could be turned in for $10,000 worth of gold. So that way people could actually treat this as if it was, $10,000 worth of gold without having to lug around that much money. So what is it that you actually got when you turned in, for $1 silver or something like that? What is it that was payable on demand? Well, you have what's another form of money, what you can use in commerce and kind of trade with people as a medium of exchange, officially United States money. But the difference is that the piece of money itself is the valuable metal. It actually is the silver. So in theory, if you, didn't trust the United States government anymore, you could melt it down for just the pure silver, and maybe other countries still value that silver. And similarly, there was gold coins like this that people would use. Like this right here is a gold coin worth $2.50. So this is something where the value is held within it because presumably people value gold, and even if this didn't have a fancy, United States symbol all stamped onto it, it would be something valuable because it's gold. And this kind of money, this, gold coins or these silver coins, has a special kind of name. It's called commodity money. Let's see, commodity money. And basically what this means is that the thing that you're using for money, the thing you're trading around, has some value in its own right. Even if it wasn't money, it would still be something valuable. This word here, commodity, basically means just anything valuable.